Hello, everybody. It's Miss Brody back with another fantasy writing lesson. This one is called How Does It Sound? Let's just take a look. I just read the most wonderful story. Today, I have a really kind of big favor or request to ask of you. Today, before you start drafting again, so before you start typing new words, I want you to read what you have so far of your story out loud to yourself, or even better, to someone at your house. Really, I really want you to do this, okay? And maybe you're thinking, why? Well, I'm going to tell you, but first, before I tell you, I want you to think to yourself, why do you think reading your story out loud every so often, not just today, but every so often as you're drafting, is an important thing for a writer to do? Pause the video and give it a little thought. Okay, well, I'm going to give you some of the reasons that I've come up with and that other people have come up with. The first one is reading aloud is the best way for us to catch our mistakes. So one other request is that when you read your story aloud, I want you to make sure you go really slowly, because many times everyone's human and we make mistakes. You might leave out words, you might write the wrong word, you might write the same word twice, you might make other small mistakes that you can catch if you read your writing really slowly. Now, why does it have to be slowly? Well, because if you go too fast, you're going to read what you think you wrote, but not what is actually on the page. So make sure you go slowly and really look at each word so that you're not reading what you think was there, but what you read what's really there, and then fix whatever of those small mistakes that you've made. Okay, here's another thing that we gain by reading aloud. It's a great way to catch our run-on sentences. Okay, those are those really long sentences that have just run away without the proper use of punctuation. So again, this is why we go slowly. If you find that you can't take a breath because there aren't any periods or commas, then you've probably written some run-on sentences. Or if you find yourself pausing or taking a breath and there's actually no punctuation there, well, then that means you likely left it out. Really try to find your run-on. I want you to try to imagine right now if this sentence didn't have, then the first two sentences didn't have its punctuation. This is what it would sound like if I read it slowly and didn't have punctuation. When you read your story aloud, go slowly if you find you can't take a breath because there aren't any periods or commas. You've probably written some run-on sentences. I almost didn't make it because I needed to take a breath. That's what happens when I left out. When you read your story aloud, comma, go slowly, breath. If you find you can't take a breath because there aren't any periods or commas, comma, you've probably written some run-on sentences. Again, go slowly to see if possibly you've left out punctuation. Okay, another reason is we simply want to hear how it sounds. When you read your story aloud, really listen to how your story sounds. And this is why it's better to read it to somebody else and get their honest opinion. Are there parts that you noticed that have too much dialogue? Or maybe you have dialogue, but you forgot to say who's speaking, so it starts to get really confusing with the back and forth. Are there parts that you wanted to be exciting, but they don't sound very exciting when you read it aloud? Are there parts where you found yourself emphasizing words? Well, if so, make sure you include how you'd want another reader to hear it when they read it to him or herself, right? So if you're saying like, I so want to go home, and you really, when you read it out loud, you said it like that, so, well, maybe I'd underline or put so in italics. Or maybe I'd realize that I want the reader to really hear just how desperate the character is, so I'm going to add that. I'm going to add that the character said it desperately, or that the character said it with a a very pained look on his or her face, right? Think about how you want it to sound and feel, and make sure it comes across in your writing. Another reason we want to read it, to hear how it sounds, is you want to say, do I have sentences of all different lengths? Well, you should. When you read aloud, pay attention to whether or not you have some short sentences, which could even be one-word sentences, like run or crash, right? We talked about onomatopoeia yesterday. So maybe you're going to have a really short sentence. in addition to short sentences, do you have some longer sentences? You want to have some longer sentences, and you want to have some medium sentences and sentences basically of all sizes. Also, try to notice if every sentence you wrote ends in a period, because they shouldn't. You should have exclamation points in your writing. You should have question marks in your writing. They can be in dialogue when a character's asking a question. It could even be you, the author, using a question, right? Will she ever survive? Or was the dragon ever going to leave the characters alone? You can put those kind of rhetorical questions in your writing, and you definitely want to have a variety of sentences. Okay, that's really it for today. I want you to say to yourself right now, I'll read aloud. Come on, everybody, say it to yourself. I'll read aloud. Okay, so it's time to read aloud and then continue drafting, because you just have 2 days left. Push yourself, as always, to be your best and do your best. And think before you write. Have a great day, everybody.